Yo, what's up, guys? Good afternoon. How's everybody doing? Back at it, baby. We are back at it. All right, let's get into some news. Let's get into the chat. Let's see what's going on, man. Let's see what's going on. Shane, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. I guess here's me face. Good to see you, buddy. Good morning. Good morning, guys. As always, please make sure you're hitting the like and subscribe to the channel. It helps the channel grow, guys. It doesn't cost you anything. So do something nice for somebody else and bring some good karma into your life, right? Let's go, Jasmy. 100%, man. 100%. Bruno, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. Holmes, what's going on, buddy? Good to see you, man. My Leafs stomped those Bruins last night, buddy. Very nice. Very nice. Jetpack future is now. Good afternoon to all. Let's go XCN. Yes. XCN's having itself a little bit of a run right now, eh? You know what we're gonna do? Let's pull up the Onyx coin chart. Let's look at some XCN since it's pumping. Since it's got the crypto future live stream pump in effect. Let's watch that baby grow. All right, let's get to the chart here. Boom. Look at that. We got all the way up to around that 2029, almost 2003. Very nice. We're pamping. Pamping. That's what I want to see. Paul's playing. What's up, Jasmy family? Absolutely, man. H Barbarina in the house. It's all good in the hood. Roland, what's up, buddy? Jasmy for the win. Kind of lost where I was there. Oh, there we go. BTC just struggling to get anywhere near 100K again. Yeah, we're back down at 97. I mean, it's holding pretty strong, though, if I'm being honest. Listen, I'm kind of targeting around a 95.5. If I pull up the Bitcoin chart here, this is what I'm targeting right down here at this line, right? I'm targeting a pullback to here before the breakout of this descending, broadening wedge pattern that we have here. So we could see 95.5 again, which would be good because a little bit more of a dip on the altcoins. Nothing terrible, and listen, that's only from where we are right now. That's only like it's only a 2.44% drop for Bitcoin. 2.44%. I mean, that's nothing, guys, right? So a little pullback, 2.44% back down to 95.5 before the breakout, right? So you might get like an 8, an average of around an 8 to 10% drop on altcoins if that happens, right? Which would be perfect for that to happen today. Let's get that out of the way today, this evening, so that we can start our run to the upside, the next leg up for the altcoins and for Bitcoin starting next week. That's kind of what I'm targeting. So yeah. So hopefully we actually do get that little bit of a correction. Get it out of the way. Rod, what's up, buddy? Are we ready? We're getting primed, my friend. We are getting primed. Ty, good afternoon, man. Okay, XCN, let's go. Tyler's in the house. What's up, brother? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Top 5 podcast. What's up, brother? Anthony, excited for 2025 and XCN. Yes, exactly. XCN going crazy. It's looking good. She is looking good. Cindy, I'm a little worried about my portfolio. Might not do very well this year. Cindy, I told you yesterday the exact same thing. If you need reassurance, if you need to be a part of a community that's going to help you with your worries, I would highly, highly, highly recommend getting into the Patreon. We have hundreds of members over there who can help keep you grounded. And we can have a look at your portfolio and see what it looks like. We can help you structure it for maximum ROI. So I highly recommend you doing that. Top 5, yes, chart time, baby. Michael, I'm holding 1 million Jasmy and 4 million XCN. Would love to clear 400K this bull run. Is that realistic, or am I a moon boy? No, you should clear 400K. You should clear 400K, no problem. James, do you have any opinion or predictions on Swift coin this bull run, or as a project overall. Yes, I actually have Swift price prediction videos, my friend. I absolutely do. I would highly recommend watching my Swift price prediction videos. I have not done an updated one yet, though. I feel like I should do one for 2025. So I will be leaving. I'll put it this, well, I'm not going to give you my exit price points because that's for the Patreon. But I'll tell you this. People think that Swift's going to around $1. It's not going to $1, right? Not even close. If you can get 60 cents, you're lucky, in my opinion. But if you want to know what my exit price points are and what my plan is, because Swift is one of my biggest bags, then definitely get over to the Patreon or YouTube member side, and you will get all of my exit price points and stuff. Yo, Lily, what's up, dear? Good to see you. Good to see you. Eduardo, based turbo is pumping. Is it pumping? Yeah, somebody asked me last week, I think, if that was going to do well. And I said, oh, yeah, it's going to do well. It's going to do well. Yeah, it's up 16.2%. Nice. Nice move on base turbo. Market cap's still pretty low, too. Only $9.5 million on that one. Very nice. Very, very nice. You can't really get it many places, though. That's the problem, right? You got to get it listed on a few of these smaller centralized exchanges so you can get some liquidity in there, right? Did you already do your video with Crypto Canvas? Any updates? No, that's Thursday. That's coming up on Thursday. So stay tuned for that. Thursday, 8 p.m. Central. Bitcoin likely to break up. Lots of people are shorting. Let's go have a look at the liquidity levels. Let's see. Let's test this theory, my friend. Let's test this theory. Let's go to the videotape. Let's check these metrics. What do we got? John, you're absolutely right, man. There are a lot of shorts here, my friend. There's a pretty big one here, 198.59 million at 99,281. So yeah, we could see a run. I mean, listen, if they wanted to liquidate all of these, including the 50x leverage, Bitcoin only needs to go up to $100,505, and all of this gets liquidated, right? So it's not that high. However, if they want to squeeze out these longs, they'd only need to pull Bitcoin back to 95.4. And what did I just say 10 minutes ago? That I could see Bitcoin coming back down to 95.5 before heading to the upside, right? If we go back to Bitcoin's chart, it all lines up perfectly, right? Right down to this line at 95.5. If we come down here, we liquidate all those longs, right? And then it fits inside of our descending broadening wedge, right, to break to the upside out of here. So this is what makes sense. A breakdown here to 95.5 to squeeze out and liquidate all those longs. And then finally the breakout of this structure to the upside, short squeezing all of those shorts. That's what makes sense right now, guys, right? So, John, good call, brother, but I think we're going to probably liquidate the longs first. And then because we liquidate the longs, a lot more shorts are going to accumulate because they're going to think we're going down further. And then, boom, liquidation of the shorts. Short squeeze, bang, broken over $100,000. Probably next week. James, I'm good with 30 to 35 cents on Swift. Yeah, that's a good price, brother. Absolutely. Dante, where you been, man? Yes, I know you haven't been here for a live in a long time, brother. Good to see you, man. XCN close to 203. Yeah, it's 2028 right now. Having a little bit of a sell-off. People are taking profits. Velo's been doing good for me lately. Nice. That's what I like to hear, brother. That's what I like to hear, man. I like to hear everybody winning. All we do is win, baby. All right, let's go have a look at the bubbles. See what's going on with the bubbles. Orbit is about to launch. Nice, nice, nice. New crypto. Hey, Crypto Future. What do you think about Xverse? It's a game on Epic Game Store. Market cap 700K for when gaming wakes up. Honestly, I've never really heard of it, but what I can say is that from what you're telling me, if it's on Epic Games and it's got such a low market cap, depending on what the tokenomics are, it could do very, very well, in my opinion. If you want me to do deep dives and price targets and stuff like that on altcoins, guys, there is an altcoin request tab at the top that says goals, and that is where you do that. What is this? Armando. BTG, this coin, Bitcoin Gold is going up like crazy. I've been there since yesterday. I missed the opportunity to make some good money with a small amount of money. Okay, cool, man, cool. William, there he is. There he is. What's up, buddy? So yeah, good DCA opportunity across the board right now, guys. XCN seems to be running. AIOZ is running as well. Spell Token's having a good time. Velodrome, everything else. Wagme Games is a good entry point right now. Flare, you got some good DCA opportunities out there, guys. Turbo's back below a penny, guys. Getting Turbo below a penny is a steal of a deal as well. This is going to be a good month. Yes, yes, it is, my friend. Yes, it is. I agree. I agree. What else do we have? Yeah, so XCN's doing nice. She's looking good. I did some DCing this morning, guys. I sent out my buy alerts to the Patreon members and to the YouTube members. So you guys know what I picked up this morning. Stuffed my bags a little bit. I take advantage of these situations, guys. Be nice to our crypto space without all these future longs and shorts distracting. Well, here's the thing. The reason that the market is so easily manipulated with the long and shorts right now is because there's no volume, right? When the volume is low and there's not much trading going on, it's easier for the whales to manipulate the market. Once volume starts pouring back in, that will kind of come to an end. Well, temporarily. It's not going to come to an end, but you know what I mean? For now, right? So right now, the whales are just taking advantage of low volume in the market and making money any way that they can, right? So they're just liquidating people who are putting in longs and shorts. Exchanges are making money. They don't care, right? So it'll lighten up once you know the volume starts coming back in. So okay, what do we have here? Let's check out the news, shall we? Okay, so how does Bitcoin work? Actually, I'm going to save this one for a little bit. I'll save that one for later, because it's a little bit of a longer one, so I'll save that one. What do we got? Meta Lawman says, halting Operation Choke Point 2.0 is not enough. A special investigator like John Deaton with subpoena power is needed to, 1, identify who was involved, 2, determine whether laws were broken, 3, if so, prosecute the perpetrators and issue a public report. So it's not enough, guys. Elizabeth Warren, Gary Gensler, and all of the other incumbents that were involved in Operation Choke Point 2.0 attacking the crypto industry. Now that we have a czar, a Bitcoin czar, crypto czar in the White House, he is demanding an investigation into this Choke Point 2.0. And we do need someone like John Deaton heading it up. We need all of the perpetrators, Elizabeth Warren, Gary Gensler, and all of their cronies arrested and charged for what they did. They were breaking the law, and now that we have Trump's administration in, there's going to be a full investigation, and we need to see consequences for the actions of these individuals, right? I love that they're demanding this. I love seeing that, and I cannot wait to see the consequences for people like Gary Gensler. Hawaii News reports that that paying in Bitcoin is easy and inflation proof. Check it out.
Bitcoin's price hit another record high above $103,000 today, fueled by expectations of a cryptocurrency-friendly White House.
Our Annalisa Burgos looks at how digital currency is gaining traction locally as well.
places like this on 4th Street Mall actually accept the digital currency Bitcoin, and it's as easy as paying with any other type of payment.
Easier and inflation-proof, crypto fans say, since there aren't any transaction fees.
Confirm. Oh, wow, there was a strike.
Less than a second.
Awesome. And that was it.
I like the whole concept and ideas behind it.
Drip Studio in downtown Honolulu is one of a few businesses in Hawaii that accepts Bitcoin and has become a de facto hub for the now unregulated local crypto industry.
Yeah. T, perfect.
Joe Kent of Grassroot Institute is a regular. The think tank pushed the state to lift regulations on cryptocurrency companies, no longer requiring them to have a money transmitter license as of July 1st this year. Because crypto doesn't rely on banks to verify transactions, advocates say it offers economic freedom and a way to hedge against inflation.
I mean, we've already seen the cost of living go up and up and up. A lot of that is because government prints so much money. But with Bitcoin, you can't print money. The supply is capped, and that makes it a much more stable source of value.
But critics warn it's not for everyone. Crypto prices have been known to rise and fall drastically and are driven by speculation. Investors have no protection or recourse if they lose money. Economist Paul Brubaker calls crypto a medium of exchange for criminal activity. That hasn't deterred schools and nonprofits from accepting cryptocurrency for donations, with protections in place to prevent fraud. Mid-Pacific Institute recently changed its policy to allow a donor to make a $200,000 gift.
Our goal is to make giving convenient for our donors and creating avenues, even if it is for a small number who this is the right avenue for them. We want to make it as easy as possible. We hope to see some increase in that realm beyond this first gift that was so generous at the intake.
While some may hold on to Bitcoin as an investment, others may choose to cash out to protect themselves from volatility. Kent says they're focusing on adoption and education.
Buyer beware.
As the incoming Trump administration pushes digital currency into the mainstream, consumers are urged to do their research and consult with financial advisors. Annalisa Burgos, Hawaii News Now.
Crazy, we're seeing local news channels starting to cover in the States, starting to cover crypto with such detail. Pretty crazy. All right, and what do we have? Michael Saylor, for the 9th week in a row, has posted the Bitcoin tracker, which means what? Which means Michael Saylor will likely be purchasing more Bitcoin tomorrow. Stay tuned for that. No surprise at all, if we're being honest. All right, what else do we have? Ripple USD records 2,000% surge in trading volume amid doubts. Ripple's RLUSD, which represents Ripple's own stablecoin, has seen its trading volume grow by a mind-bending 2,000%. The RLUSD is ranked 4th among stablecoins by trading volume of 611 million by CoinMarketCap and a market cap of $53 million. The cryptocurrency community has taken a keen interest in the increase in trading volume of the RLUSD. The audience of social media has raised certain doubts as the authenticity of the data by asking if it is possible to achieve such steep growth in such a short time. Bullish, a cryptocurrency exchange funded by PayPal co-founder Peter Thiel, currently contributes more than 96% to RLUSD's 24-hour trading volume. Last week, a platform introduced 6 trading pairs featuring RLUSD, which contributed significantly to the surge. Despite this, liquidity for RLUSD-USD pair on bullish remains low. Market observers suggest that a handful of large transactions by major players may be responsible for the dramatic trading volume increase. A validator on the XRP ledger identified as VET noted the difficulty in distinguishing between trading driven by Ripple's ecosystem and activity from independent users. He emphasized that the staggering figures could be more reflective of Ripple's products rather than the widespread market adoption. Ripple recently minted an additional 600,000 RLUSD tokens, further fueling speculation about its trading activity. The company plans to release an attestation report this January, which will detail the assets backing the stablecoin. This report is expected to offer greater clarity and transparency regarding RLUSD's underlying value. The rapid rise in RLUSD's trading volume, coupled with questions about its liquidity and activity concentration, highlights the complexities of the cryptocurrency market. As Ripple continues to expand its stablecoin offerings, the forthcoming transparency report could play a crucial role in addressing concerns and shaping the market's perception of RLUSD. Facts, what's up, buddy? Remember when XRP Maxi said RLUSD was going to pump it? Yeah, I know, man. I know. I just, I don't get. It's the same thing with the people. You know who it's coming from? It's coming from people like BitBoy, right? It really is. I hate to keep pointing a finger at this guy, but he makes these stupid ass videos telling people that the stable coin's going to pump the price of XRP. He's also telling people that when Ripple IPOs and goes public, that's going to send the price of XRP to the moon. No, it's not. The stock price of Ripple will skyrocket. XRP will not, right? That's what the whole court case with the SEC was all about, right? How do people miss that? The whole point of the Ripple SEC case was to determine whether the actions of Ripple determined the price action of XRP, essentially labeling it a security. Are their efforts boosting the price? Guys, when Ripple IPOs, the stock price of Ripple will do well. It's not going to pump the price of XRP. XRP is not ownership in Ripple's company. The stock is, right? But you've got idiots like BitBoy out there telling people, these moon boy stories, just like Facts just said here, about how the stable coin is going to pump the price to, immediately, and going public is going to pump the price immediately. He's just saying this stuff because he knows it's what XRP people want to hear. So they're clicking on his videos, right? It's all bullshit, right? Now, I'm not saying XRP is. I'm saying these narratives that get pushed by these content creators who just want clicks is all BS, right? XRP will do fine on its own, but the fact that it has a stable coin, or the fact that that Ripple has a stable coin, or the fact that they're going to IPO at some point, is not going to do anything for the price of XRP. It's not going to make it 589 or anything like that, right? We got to be tethered to reality here, guys, right? BitBoy is only trying to pump his own bags. Yeah, exactly, right? Exactly. He's trying to get people to hold while he dumps, right? That's exactly what it is. 100%. We need more honest content creators out there, man. That's the problem. Let's get into this video over on Bitcoin News. Check this out, guys. A little bit of an educational video. How does Bitcoin work, and why is it valuable?
How does Bitcoin work, and why is it valuable? Bitcoin is the first global infrastructure that enables sending and receiving value anywhere in the world, without relying on intermediaries like banks or payment processors. With just a smartphone or computer and an internet connection, anyone can use it. Before Bitcoin, the only way to exchange value remotely was through a central authority or institution. Trusting a bank or financial institution was necessary to process transactions between individuals. But Bitcoin changes everything. With Bitcoin, there's no need to trust a single intermediary to conduct digital transactions. Instead, the network operates through a decentralized system of participants, ensuring security and transparency. Anyone can have a Bitcoin wallet, receive Bitcoin without cost, and send it by paying the network fees at the time of the transaction. The Bitcoin network is powered by many thousands of nodes distributed around the world. These nodes range from personal computers and corporate servers to small devices like Raspberry Pi. Running a Bitcoin node at home is affordable. It costs around $100 to set up a node and consumes very little electricity. This diversity of devices running nodes highlights the accessibility of the network, as anyone with basic hardware can participate in maintaining and securing the Bitcoin ecosystem. and the software to operate a node is open source and freely available. Each of these nodes stores a complete, independently verified copy of Bitcoin's entire transaction history, ensuring that the network operates with a unified and consistent ledger. This shared ledger, distributed across many thousands of geographically dispersed and independently operated nodes, makes altering the record virtually impossible. This immutable record is called the blockchain. You've probably heard the term blockchain before, but what exactly is it and how does each block function? Each block in the blockchain contains a few key elements: the hash of the previous block, which links it to the chain, the nonce, a unique random number crucial for the mining process, and a selection of transactions submitted by network users during that period. These components work together to ensure the block's validity and its connection to the blockchain. But how are blocks solved and added to the blockchain? Blocks are added to the blockchain through a process known as mining. But don't worry, this doesn't involve picks or shovels. Mining is a computational process. While all miners operate through nodes, not all nodes are miners. Only mining nodes compete against each other to solve the next block and add it to the chain. To solve a block, each miner concatenates all of its data and performs a hashing operation on the sequence. A hash is a type of operation, similar to addition or subtraction, that produces a random result depending on the input used. In order to solve a block, the resulting hash must begin with a specific number of zeros, as determined by the network's difficulty level at that moment. For example, to solve this block, a hash must start with 2 zeros. Miners test different combinations of data sequences to find a hash that meets the network's conditions. This is typically done by changing the nonce, but miners can also reorder transactions, alter metadata, and so on. In this example, the miner is changing the nonce value 0, 1, 2, 3 until it finds a valid hash that meets the network requirements. As we can see, we found a valid hash that matches the difficulty adjustment with the nonce 3. This is the hash that gets included in the header of the next block, and all nodes can verify its validity by performing the operation themselves. The difficulty of the Bitcoin network adjusts every 2 weeks to ensure blocks are added at an average rate of 10 minutes. This adjustment is vital for keeping the network balanced, making sure Bitcoin's supply remains predictable and stable, even if the number of miners fluctuates. By keeping the block time consistent, the network avoids speeding up or slowing down unexpectedly. The difficulty adjustment involves increasing or decreasing the number of zeros required at the beginning of a hash for a block to be considered valid by the network. This process ensures that the time it takes to mine a block remains consistent, regardless of changes in overall mining power. The miner who solves the block is rewarded with a set amount of Bitcoin. This amount is halved approximately every 4 years, an event known as the halving. But this amount is not the only thing the miner receives each time they solve a block. They also receive the sum of the transaction fees from all the transactions included in that block. The block mining reward will come to an end after the year 2100, but this doesn't mean that miners won't be able to continue operating. By that time, they will only receive transaction fees as a reward for solving the block. The mining industry will adapt to this new reality, with miners relying solely on these fees. And it's expected that the network will be more efficient and self-sustaining as the supply of Bitcoin becomes fixed. Mining nodes execute millions of hashes per second. In the early days, it was possible to mine using CPUs, even with laptops. Later, miners transitioned to using graphics cards, GPUs. And today, the majority of mining is done with specialized hardware known as ASICs, application-specific integrated circuits. Over the past few years, Bitcoin mining has been stigmatized in the press and conventional media, often portrayed as a source of harmful pollution to the planet. But is this really true? The reality is that Bitcoin mining acts as a flexible, off-grid, and last resort energy consumer. Many facilities produce more energy than they consume, especially during periods of low demand. This surplus, which would typically go to waste, can be absorbed by Bitcoin miners. A clear example of this is wind energy at night. The same happens with solar energy, which tends to generate excess power on sunny days. Mining is ideal for absorbing intermittent energy from renewable sources during peak generation times, but it's not just useful for renewable sources. It can also be used with natural gas from venting or flaring on oil rigs, which would otherwise simply be burned. In Texas, some miners participate in demand response programs for cities. When the electricity grid needs to free up capacity for other consumers, miners shut down, helping stabilize the grid. On the other hand, when demand is low, miners operate at full capacity. Another advantage is that miners can shut down in a matter of seconds, quickly stabilizing the grid. Many people think it's too late to enter Bitcoin, but is that really the case? There are 8 billion people in the world and only 21 million Bitcoins. 1 million will be mined by 2040. Another million remains in the wallet of its vanished creator, Satoshi Nakamoto. 3 million are presumed lost. Another 3 million are officially in the hands of governments and institutions, and the rest are held by network users and on exchange platforms. Assuming 75% of the population adopts Bitcoin, it could be estimated that each person would receive around 100,000 Satoshis on average. Conventional media have long suggested that governments might ban Bitcoin, viewing it as a threat to the traditional financial system. However, today the reality is quite different. Some governments are discreetly purchasing Bitcoin, accumulating it as part of their strategic reserves. This reflects an acknowledgement of its long-term value and its potential as a safe haven asset in an increasingly uncertain economic world. Another common fear related to Bitcoin is that a quantum computer might break its cryptography. However, this isn't exclusive to Bitcoin. It could also compromise the encryption protecting nuclear codes, banking systems, and online security. Moreover, solutions already exist. Quantum-resistant cryptography is currently under investigation, and if necessary, Bitcoin could be updated through a fork to create a new version of the network incorporating this enhanced security. In the event of a chain split, your Bitcoin balance on the new chain would reflect the same amount as on the original chain. This ensures that you don't lose access to your funds, regardless of which chain, the original or the new one, proves more successful in the long run. As a result, there is no risk of losing value. Your funds would be protected. Even if the main chain changes in the future, your accumulated Bitcoins would remain secure. If a fork were to occur, the support of the majority of ecosystem participants would be required for the new chain to become the primary one. While it's impossible to predict how the network would react, it is expected that the more secure chain would ultimately prevail. In recent years, we've observed how home prices have risen drastically in dollars, but have decreased when measured in Bitcoin. The same trend applies to the cost of groceries and other basic goods. This highlights an important point. The issue isn't solely the price of products, but the depreciation of money itself. The value of Bitcoin lies in its scarcity, with only 21 million available. It's also a global infrastructure, a neutral network free from institutional influence. Bitcoin protects your savings, labor, and effort from the devaluation of fiat currencies. The current financial system benefits from the Cantillon effect, where those with early access to newly created money, such as banks, corporations, and governments, become wealthier by spending it before it loses value. Meanwhile, most of the population, who receive it later, suffers the consequences of inflation and rising living costs. The most concerning thing is that the money supply will continue to grow. The current system relies on printing money to function, and it will only change when we adopt alternatives like Bitcoin, which are inflation resistant and protect people's purchasing power in the long term. Bitcoin is the closest thing we've had to true freedom. It's an unconfiscable asset that serves as a refuge against the constant devaluation of our efforts and work. It's a tool for holding institutions accountable and balancing global energy generation and consumption. Bitcoin is not just a technology, it's a silent revolution, a unique opportunity for people to regain control, the world to find a fair balance. It's the spark of a change that can no longer be stopped. And you? What are you waiting for to learn about Bitcoin?
We're not waiting, baby. We are accumulating. That's what we do. That's what we do. Let's get into another article, guys. Another article. Will Bitcoin skyrocket to $200,000 by 2025? Bitwise, a leading crypto investment manager, has unveiled daring projections for the cryptocurrency landscape in 2025. Ryan Rasmussen, the research head at Bitwise, asserts that significant altcoins are poised for notable growth, setting the stage for an exciting future in the digital currency. The firm predicts that Solana might jump to $750, marking a remarkable 250% increase from its current price of $214, which is nearly 18% below its all-time high. Meanwhile, Ethereum is expected to reach $7,000, representing a 99% rise from its current value of $3,601. Bitcoin is also forecasted to climb to $200,000 by 2025, signifying a 106% boost from its present value of $97,640. He projects that the U.S. spot Bitcoin ETFs will see net inflows surpassing last year's totals, with 35.66 billion already recorded as of early January. These forecasts highlight the immense growth potential within the cryptocurrency sector, underscoring the increased importance of digital assets in the global financial system. For those looking to navigate this dynamic market, these insights from Bitwise serve as a guiding compass for their investment strategies. So, what do you guys think? Bitcoin to $200,000, Solana to $750, Ethereum to $7,000. Let me know what you think, guys. I see Bitcoin 120 to 170K, XRP to $15 to $20, and Doge to $1 to $1.50 this bull run. Yeah. I mean, I'm with you on that, Stevens. That's I don't think XRP will quite get that high, but outside of that, my target for XRP $7 to $13 roughly. But other than that, my target for Bitcoin, same thing, about $120 to $170,000 range. I know everyone's calling for 250, 300,000, 500,000. Yeah, same thing happened last bull run. Didn't happen, right? So, I respect that, buddy. Absolutely, brother. Absolutely, man. So what else do we have? Any more news to get through? Rect Capital. Check this out from Rect Capital. He says, since confirming additional downside, Bitcoin's dropped into the $91,000 weekly support before reversing to the upside. Bitcoin is now back at previously lost support area. That is the blue right here, this blue range right here. 97,000 to 98,000, and the previously lost technical uptrend in orange. Right here, this line here. It says if Bitcoin's weekly closes inside this blue area, there will be good chance of reclaiming the previously lost support into support once again. So we have to close basically where we are right now inside this little blue box. He's saying between $97,000 and $98,000, which would increase the chances of the previously lost technical uptrend becoming reclaimed also. A brand new weekly close is mere hours away. Yes, we are. Can we close Bitcoin today sometime below or sometime between $97,000 and $98,000? That's what we'll be watching for this evening. Sui to $20, probably higher than that, brother. But yes, $20 is definitely realistic. Danny, yo, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. Good to see you, brother. Also from Rect Capital, check this out. He says, week 10 in price discovery begins tomorrow. Bitcoin has been able to clear the historically corrective week 7 and 8 in price discovery without having to produce too deep of a pullback. BTC only retraced 15% this time instead of the historical 30% in 2017, for example. With a corrective weeks 7 and 8 in the rearview mirror, BTC now has a chance to reclaim this blue area as support, which we went over already right here, guys, between 97 and 98K. So today it's very important that we close the weekly candle between 97 and $98,000, guys. Very important. If we can close above 98, that would be perfect. Very important. All right, what else do we have? Let's check out Crypto Rover says, Ethereum Golden Cross. This is about to trigger altcoin season, just like it did in 2021. Let me remove Danny from the screen there. As you can see down here, guys, 2021, we have the Golden Cross down here. And look at the price action of Ethereum immediately after, right? Look at that. And here we are. We just had the Golden Cross here on Ethereum. This is the daily time frame. So here we go, man. Here we go. Getting ready for liftoff. Alt season is charging up, guys. Charging up. What else do we have? A couple more short little things to get through. The Bitcoin podcast. Bitcoin over the last 5 years has returned 55% CAGR, and it gets the if you get a tenth of a Bitcoin right now, just sit on it. A tenth of a Bitcoin, you go 20 years. That's 64 effing million dollars. Listen up.
Bitcoin over the last 5 years has returned 55% CAGR. If you get a tenth of a Bitcoin right now, just sit on a tenth of a Bitcoin over, and you know, your audience, I'm sure, is not old farts like me. You're probably younger. Well, guess what? You go 20 years, that's 64 fucking million dollars. That's enough. It's plenty in today's purchasing power. Now, I don't know what it's going to be then. That's cup bucks. It could be like 200 million. Who knows? Could be buying a cup of coffee. But in today's dollars and purchasing power, that tenth of a Bitcoin is $64 million. Just let it sit there. That's enough. But you know, you're going to struggle to come up with 100 grand when Bitcoin's $1 million a coin. And people that don't understand the train's leaving, anybody that's listening to this or watching it, you're making a bet right now. It's going to be about 30 days until President-elect Trump becomes President Trump. And when he does, if you're betting on the wrong side of this, you're going to have your eyes water. You're going to sit there. We're going to put the dial on 11, cook noodles, and you're going to be sitting there going, what the fuck just happened? Because it's going to take off. The train is leaving the station. And in about 30 days, you're making a bet right now. If you're not into Bitcoin, or if you're trading your Bitcoin, or if you're like these dipshits that are selling as it gets to 73K, you know, you got to pull your head out and look around.
I agree. A lot of people are going to miss out, man. Jasmy's pumping. Is Jasmy pumping right now? Let me go over to the daily time frame here on the Jasmy chart. Let's go have a look at the Jasmy chart. Yeah, I mean, it wicked all the way back up over the 30-day SMA, which is fantastic. Got to close our daily and our weekly. Can we get above 4 cents and close above it? That would be powerful, guys. If we close our daily and our weekly over 4 cents, whew, that'd be great. That would be great. Magic Power, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. Madness, Jasmy. Ooh, yeah. Too hot to handle, too cold to hold. Dig it. Mario, 5%. Nice. Nice, brother. Nice. All right, what else do we got? We got one more. Yeah. Let's get into this one. Charles Hoskinson says Cardano has and will always be the biggest threat to Bitcoin dominance.
And you know what? Bitcoin no longer has earned the right to call itself the only sound money blockchain. Cardano is here too. And we will not allow the maxis in the Bitcoin ecosystem to take that from us. ADA is sound money. We are far more decentralized. We are deflationary in our monetary policy. And we've honored all as our community the commitments and principles and promises that were made. And we have engaged in a long arc roadmap and been up for 7 years. At what point are we a real cryptocurrency? They'll never say it because they understand that the biggest threat to Bitcoin's dominance has and always will be Cardano, because we were the ones who listened to the innovators in the Bitcoin ecosystem, whether it been the innovators with Lightning, the innovators with color coins, the innovators of Satoshi's vision and where he wanted to take it and how it would change the world. And so many of these people, because I was there personally for more than 10 years, again and again and again, proposed amazing ideas, whether they be color coins or such. And none of them ever really ended up becoming first-class citizens in the Bitcoin roadmap because they said perfection was achieved January 3rd of 2009. We were the ecosystem that listened and finished the work. We created extended UTXO, Plutus, and all the derivative languages as an ecosystem. We figured out how to actually get Nakamoto consensus to work properly in the proof of stake world and have the exact same security properties as proof of work, but take all the benefits of what proof of stake gives us. And it took a very long time, 9 years of meticulous research, dozens of papers, tons of peer review, tons of formal methods work, massive amounts of simulations, and a live network for 7 years that's never gone down and been hacked and broken. We took that road and we showed the world how to do that. And because of this, the programmability and now on-chain governance, we have a vastly superior model. So they're scared because they know at the end of the day, if all it is just what has more adoption and price, and we're thinking decade by decade, and we have a better growth engine, eventually, like Facebook, the MySpace, it's not even a competition. We will win and overcome.
Very nice. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. I am a fan of Cardano, guys. Jasmy has the same pattern as Cardano. Yes. Well, a lot of altcoins right now. Here's the thing, guys. I could pull up 100 different altcoin charts right now. And there's bullish structures across the board on almost all of them. They're all setting up for a massive move to the upside. Danny, I had a dream last night that Jasmy went over 9,000 altcoins pumped. It's over 9,000. Bro, I invested 5K into a crypto right about the time Sui was at 49 cents. I'm down $200. Imagine I invested that 5K into Sui at 49 cents. Yeah, that would have been a good return, brother. That would have been a good return, man. Got to know how to pick them, brother. Join the Patreon. We will help you. Funky, about time you got here, man. You owe me like 500 push-ups. You're showing up like an hour late, brother. Good times, guys. Good times. All right. So, yeah, I did some DCAing today. So what we're watching for, guys, is a daily close for Bitcoin, hopefully above 98K. That's what we're going to watch for. So, yeah. Anyway, guys, I got to get out of here. Get over to the Patreon. Join us over there, guys, for our live group video calls. We can help you with all your questions, all your concerns, everything you need in terms of help. You can schedule your one-on-one coaching AMAs with me personally and so much more, guys. Join the community. You are definitely missing out if you're not over there, especially if you're new to crypto, guys. Do not pass up the opportunity. If you try to navigate this space alone and you're new to crypto, I promise you, you're going to get screwed. I promise you. You'll be coming to me in the bear market saying, you were right, I didn't listen. Join a community that's going to help you guys. The link is in the description. It's in the pinned comments. It's in the chat. So anyway, I got to get going, guys. I'll see you guys tonight at 8 p.m. Central. Peace.